There are two things to remember here, and that's as a security practitioner and a security leader, it's important to always remember we have to develop our defenses, layered defenses in such a way that we assume our systems will be breached because that makes us go the extra mile, right? And then we also have to look at it. Security isn't just a technology problem. It's a people, process, and technology, but a knowledge problem. Our people are our human firewall. They're at the first line, right? So if you think about this, what SOC 2 does, it has several provisions in it and several requirements that you have to follow and controls. And a great example of a control is just like what you said, what happens if you have someone that's separated from the company, right? You have to make sure that they can't do anything malicious or that the data that they once had access to, they no longer have access to that. Well, what SOC 2 does is have provisions in there to make sure, are you timely removing individuals from your systems once they're separated from the company? And are you going through checklists to make sure, hey, did we remove this person from this? Are they cut off from here? Have we changed passwords? And, stuff like that, right? And so it's not enough to say, hey, are you doing this? Do you have the processes and policies in place? Right. But it's a different thing when you have a third party, an independent CPA come in and say, great. Show me your books. Let me see everything. I want to see if you actually have done this. And that's difficult, right? Because people change, processes change. But if you can open up your books and you say, hey, here's the evidence that we've done this. Here are the system logs that we've done this to make sure that we're adhering to these controls. Then it provides a level of assurance that they can check that box and say, hey, not only did you say that you were doing this because you have the policy, you've demonstrated that you actually are doing this. And that's the difficult part about a SOC 2. It's about proving it, right? And so it's about not only proving it at a point in time, but can you consistently say, hey, for 6 months to a year, we followed this practice. And that's just for one control. Have we done this? That is very difficult to do, but it takes a commitment and it takes a full leadership team to say, hey, we want to make sure we're not only committed to it, but we're dedicated to being a trusted partner.